Hey guys, Dazanar here. I've tried to make the video I'm gonna make today 3 other times, or 4 even. I just can't seem to get out what I want to say effectively, but we're gonna try it again. So today I want to talk about blockchain and cryptocurrency, and just kind of briefly explain what blockchain and cryptocurrency are, because everyone saw the huge little spike in cryptocurrencies, the hype in it, Dogecoin, this, that, all that other good stuff. Well, blockchain is just a way to store information. It's stored in blocks that are chained together. It's actually like a database, which is just a huge spreadsheet, which is like an Excel sheet, right? But a database is a huge one that can store massive amounts of information, and a blockchain is a more complicated one that stores massive amounts of information in blocks that are chained together. So this blockchain stores information like a ledger, and the information stored on there is immutable and irreversible. So it's there forever. And you will always be able to see what that information is and track it and track where the changes were made from or what key they were made from. So it's very secure in that function. That's kind of essentially what blockchain is. It's a super database and a super neat way to organize data and information. And what you can do with that is kind of reshape society in many different ways, like train station times or bus times, or all that stuff can be loaded up onto a blockchain, and more efficiently that information can be communicated to other parties. Your medical history, your medical information, whatever, it could be uploaded to a blockchain. Your social security, your government information, that could all be uploaded to a blockchain you have access to, and no one else really has access to. And if any changes were made to it, you would be able to see those changes along the way. So it's a very secure way of holding, like, personal data. And on top of that, you could use it for voting. You could have a very open way of seeing the votes while also being anonymous at the same time and secure. So there is huge potential for blockchain itself, the technology, to be used in the future to restructure societies at large. Cryptocurrency is code that usually uses blockchain to create decentralized virtual tokens, or cryptocurrency. And these currencies are cryptographically encoded so that they're secure. And most of them are decentralized so that they're not controlled by one central government or authority. And that's kind of what makes it a cryptocurrency. These cryptocurrencies can either be inflationary or deflationary, meaning that they can increase in price because there's a limited supply, or there could be a continuous supply and it would constantly decrease the price. And you may have heard of Bitcoin mining and Ether mining, and how this takes a lot of energy to do, yada, yada, yada. It's bad for the environment. Cryptocurrency is bad. Well, some cryptocurrency requires computation because the code itself demands that computation or work be proven to produce a cryptocurrency or an effect on the blockchain, which records the cryptocurrency. That's all cryptocurrency is, a record on the blockchain that someone has ownership or access to. That's all it is. Numbers on a blockchain, that's all it is. Complete virtual nonsense. But it's very secure, and it's not very easily manipulatable by like a big government, for instance, that wants to maybe inflate or deflate at will. Bitcoin itself, not only does it require work or computation power, but it has a finite source of Bitcoin that will ever be mined, which is 21 million. And it's also the equation to mine it is harder and harder for the miners, so it takes more and more mining power, so it does take more and more energy, but that increases the value of said coin or token. So that's the whole purpose of that token. Eventually it will all be mined up and it won't really require any more energy to extract that. That's just how those coins work. Not all coins do that. Some coins are just created instantaneously when the project or the blockchain is started, and they are handed out to investors and people that wish to buy them. I own some of those as well. One is like XRP, which is not decentralized, and it's controlled by a blockchain entity that is closely working with banks to try and, you know, let banks have a blockchain say kind of in the issue. So it's really, really interesting and cool. The problem is most people don't know anything about blockchain. Like, I had to go up and look up this information again, even though I know blockchain. I've been following it since I bought my first Bitcoin in 2012, I believe, and I used it for some stupid stuff. I had 2 Bitcoin. Yeah, I'd be pretty set, huh? But regardless, like, I've been involved with cryptocurrency and watching blockchain for a while, and it's still complicated unless you are a coder and you like really work with it. So it's just really complicated to explain to people. So people only respond to the hype, and that's really dangerous for people that are not big time investors with lots of playing cash, right? People that are using their life savings or thinking about using their life savings, like me, for example, to try and get into the game and make some investment return. It is much riskier for you to just like dabble in this crypto and this crypto and this crypto and this crypto and diversify yourself, because a lot of these projects are just shams and copies of Bitcoin or copies of other successful blockchains, and there's not a lot of like actual backbone to the project itself. It's just a whole bunch of fluff. That's really dangerous for you to invest in, because all cryptocurrencies right now are following the price of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin starts to go up, other cryptocurrency values start to go up too. And so people can be tricked into perceiving a cryptocurrency is valuable just because Bitcoin itself is going up. So you have to be wary. Like this Dogecoin stuff, Dogecoin itself is a joke coin. It's a joke blockchain. There's no value in the blockchain, right? There's no value in the blockchain. So if you get involved in that and you really think that's a crypto that might be super valuable in the future, it would, you have to be careful, right? Have to be careful is all I can say. I can't really give you advice on what to go in, because it's so complicated and risky in the first place. So Bitcoin is obviously an easy digital gold that you can settle for. Ether is the next big kind of crypto that's out there, and then everything else is kind of following in those places. But even Ether is just following in the footsteps of Bitcoin. It's trying to establish itself as a blockchain, as a dominant, you know, counterpart to Bitcoin. But still, whatever Bitcoin does, Ether is kind of trending right next to it. Yeah, I think that kind of sums up crypto and what blockchain and crypto is. I could talk about the market and some other things, but I'll do that in another video to make this one shorter. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment if you're like confused, comment if you want to hear some more information about crypto. If I didn't explain something well enough for you, just let me know. I can make more videos explaining it. I'm gonna make another video real quick, probably talking about how the markets are working with it. Again, thanks. Bye guys.